enjoying that. Thank you, Dereck, and thank you to everybody in attendance today here in Manchester ahead of a huge night of boxing this Saturday, live and exclusive on DAZN all around the world from Manchester Arena. Huge crowd expected as we wrap up what has been a sensational year against all odds. Tomorrow night we have our 43rd show of the year in Uzbekistan. Saturday night we have our 44th show of the year in Manchester, and I think it's one of the best shows we've put on so far this year. Of course, the main event, the heavyweight blockbuster, the rematch between Dereck Chisora and Joseph Parker. Just one of 4 brilliant 50-50 championship fights on this card, littered with great young talent and fighters emerging on the World Championship stage, and we're going to hear from all them shortly now. I want to say a special thank you to the Matchroom Boxing team across a very difficult period of flying fighters in, matchmaking. We're good to go with all our fights. Carlos Gongora, who arrived yesterday, he's on his way up to Manchester, will not be here today, but he's here, safe, on weight, ready to go for a big fight against Lerrone Richards, which we'll come on to again shortly. And so many great fights on the card. We're going to start with, I think we'll start with Alen Babic. Savage, welcome. A late addition to the card. You wouldn't have it any other way. I don't think you would be the same fighter if you had 8 weeks notice for a fight. But the opportunity to get out in another fight this year, and looking forward to a big show on Saturday.
Yes, thank you very much. And listen, 2 weeks ago you slide into my DM, you want to fight. I say, yeah, let's go, you know. So people have routine victories, I have routine knockouts, and I think Saturday is going to be another routine knockout. You know, I'm going to operate like John Wick.
Obviously, Alen, fighting's everything for you. When someone slides into your DMs, is that your most preferable content to offer you a fight?
Well, anyway is my preferable contact, you know, as long as I'm here, you know, I like this living. I gave it all to boxing, and for the next 5 to 6 years, I just want to box. I don't want to do nothing else, you know.
Obviously, you know about the talks with Dillian Whyte and your team to move forward with a shot at the Bridgerweight world title. We want to go and fight Rosansky in a final eliminator in January, and then move on and fight Oscar Rivas for that world title. But obviously, we expect a good, strong challenge for you over 8 rounds on Saturday, but looking forward to fighting for that first world title, hopefully in the first half of 2022.
Yeah, let's go. Like I said, I have a brilliant team with you and Dillian Whyte, and we are going for the Bridgerweight title, you know, and I'm really into it, and let's go. I'm gonna give my whole life to it, and I'm sure we're gonna get it.
Well, I know the fans in Manchester looking forward to seeing you in action on Saturday night, as are the fans to see Rhiannon Dixon. Rhiannon, you were one of those people. After the disappointment of Liverpool, last night we were there trying to still secure your opponent. We've done that. You're good to go on Saturday. I was not letting you down this time, no way. A huge card for you to fight on. I know you've sold a lot of tickets for Saturday and ready to finally get in the ring and close out 2022.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating hearing, you know, my opponent potentially like pulled out again, and, you know, all the mix-up of this week, but I'm just excited to get out there on Saturday.
Obviously, you saw Katie Taylor get the female fighter of the year there. Great performance from her last week. Sandy Ryan next to you. Just every week now, female boxing is a predominant spot on the cards, and obviously you want to get through Saturday first, but big plans for championship fights next year. Yeah,
definitely. You know, I'm just looking to make my mark on 2022, and I just can't wait for it.
Look forward to seeing you back in the ring Saturday. Someone who had a blistering performance last time out in Italy, Sandy Ryan, with a knockout that's been seen by millions around the world. Sandy, nice and active so far since turning professional, exactly how you wanted it, coming out of the GB setup and looking to make another statement on Saturday.
Yeah, 100%. We're always looking to make a statement, but my trainer Cliff is holding me back a little bit. He wants me to start strong, sharp and box, and then when we see an opening, we're going to take her out.
Yeah, can we just go back to what we saw in Italy? The boxing's nice, but you must have seen from that knockout, you know, the excitement that you've created around the world, and a lot of people are going to be tuned in after a performance like that.
Yeah, don't worry, that is going to happen. Well, we're going to show a little bit of boxing first, and then when we see an opening, I'm going to take her out. It ain't going 8 rounds.
Look forward to seeing it. Part of your GB squad team, Cyrus Pattison, Obviously, last time so I was out in Spain. Great experience for you, travelling around on the Matchroom Boxing DAZN global scene. More huge support for you on Saturday in Manchester. And again, nice and active so far in your pro career.
No, thank you very much, Eddie. I think activity is one of the most important things to be out on a regular basis. I know I've got a durable opponent for the weekend, and he's been with some of the domestic fighters that have been fighting for British and European titles, so I'm not going to make a statement on Saturday and do things that other welterweights haven't been able to do.
Forward to another outing for you on Saturday. Two fighters in the cruiserweight division. I know they're working with the same trainer, but David Naika and Jordan Thompson, I don't want to start stirring anything up or anything, but I started thinking, watching you two at the workout last night, thinking this could be a mega fight in years to come. I know it's friendly right now and we've got no plans, but just want to put it in your mind that maybe in a year or two that could be on the horizon. But David, firstly for you, welcome. Boxing in the UK with your friends, Jordan and Joseph, of course, and David Higgins next to me and Andy Lee. Been a great camp for you, seeing you working very hard. Great Olympics for you, of course, medaling in Tokyo, but back to the pro scene now for an important fight for you to end the year.
Yeah, I feel very lucky to be here. Thank you for having me on the card. And yeah, I have the opportunity now to let people know who David Naika is, and I'm here to stay here in the UK, so I'm ready to make my mark, and yeah, feel totally blessed to be a part of such a great camp.
Obviously, the Olympics were huge for you. Have you seen that achievement and that support rise from New Zealand recently? A lot of people are going to be tuned in across New Zealand on Saturday night to watch Joseph and, of course, yourself after that great performance in the Olympics.
Yeah, you know, I didn't come away with a gold medal, so I technically didn't, you know, achieve my ultimate dream, my ultimate goal of getting a gold medal, but onwards and upwards, this is an opportunity for me to you know, make a living and, you know, continue down a path that, you know, I've dreamed of as a kid.
Jordan, great performance last time out, and it really earned you this spot. Probably we're going to have one this year, but show real knockout, earns a quick return, and looking for more of the same on Saturday.
No, 100%, man. It's a pleasure to be back out, so thank you for getting me out again in such quick concession. It's just a privilege to be able to get out again, especially in my hometown, and I'm looking to go out there, put on another explosive performance, and like I always say, just artistic violence. That's one thing you can expect with me.
Obviously, a great domestic scene in the cruiserweight division, and now you've had these two fights ready to go with your team and Brian and everyone to look at moving into a championship fight pretty much straight off the bat, 10 rounds, probably around springtime if we can get the victory on Saturday.
No, 100%. I mean, the cruiserweight scene domestically is buzzing right now, and I definitely see myself getting amongst that and coming out the top of the crop. So, like I said, I've got an amazing team in place, got an amazing promotional team, very good management team, and I'm looking forward to what next year brings, but definitely titles on the horizon next year, no doubt about it.
Exciting times for the cruiserweight division. As I said, 4 brilliant championship fights on Saturday. Lerrone Richards, I'll start with you. I've kept everything away from you this week, and even Dave Caldwell as well, and Adam Morley. Carlos Gongora, who we were told has a US passport, actually didn't have a US passport. And when he arrived at the airport, we found this out, had to get a visa for his Ecuadorian passport, of which our team just did such an amazing job to push that through and to make sure he could fight this weekend. We were probably a couple of hours away from having to tell you that fight was off and your dream shot at that IBO world title was not going to take place this year. It's a hell of a fight. You're the underdog in the fight with the bookmakers, but ready to put in a great performance and put the world super middleweight division on notice on Saturday.
Yes, this is a world level fight, a real world level fight, and a fight that I relish and a fight that I know I can win and win in great fashion.
Obviously, both of you guys quite widely avoided at different levels. You've come through, obviously British, European. People see you as very, very difficult to beat in that fight. Gongora took the Akhmedov fight, Gennady Golovkin's protege, on, I think it was 10 days' notice, knocked him out in a fight of the year. He's a guy that's had to look for opportunities as well. This is a really good fight to push one of you right to the top 10 rankings in what will be all the governing bodies.
Yeah, the winner of this fight, which will be me, we can push on to world level, and yeah, I'm excited about this fight. It's an opportunity for me to showcase my skills at a higher level, shut doubters up, and yeah, once I win this fight, the future's bright.
Carlos Gongora against Lerrone Richards for the IBO Super Middleweight Championship of the World. Brilliant, brilliant fight, as is this one. Zelfa Barrett against Bruno Tarimo, an eliminator for the IBF Super Featherweight Championship of the World. Zelfa Barrett, huge support in that arena on Saturday night. Bruno Tarimo, who I'm hearing more about every single day. It is a brilliant, brilliant fight. Such an important fight for both men's career. Bruno, I'll start with you. One thing that I've seen with my own eyes and been told about is that you are small for the weight. You're a guy that can fight as low as super bantam, took opportunities at super feather, found yourself world rank, and have an opportunity of a lifetime against Zelfa Barrett this week.
Firstly, I want to say thank you, God, for bringing me safe. This is my first time to be in Manchester for the big show. Thank you, Mushroom, for making me to be in the show, the big show in the world. Thank you so much, I appreciate it. And thank you for all my support, my team in Australia, in Tanzania, for my country. Like you say, I'm coming for nothing. I can fight super bantam, but I have opportunity in Australia. They help me, but doesn't have a small weight like moi. But I have to take the big fight with big people because I have a dream to be world champion, so I can help my family. So thank you so much. I'm very excited to fight on Sunday for the big show. With Zelfa Barrett, he's good fighter, smart, but I'm traveling from Australia, 36 hours on the plane. I'm coming here for win. Appreciate him, like I say, but I'm coming here for win. Thank you so much for all support.
One thing that I've seen in comments is huge support from your Australian colleagues. I think Dempsey McKean, one of our guys, said that you just will not stop coming in this fight. Sky Nicholson just said you are absolutely relentless, super tough. Is that what we're going to see on Saturday night? Bruno Tarimo, just non-stop action, will do everything he can to be victorious.
Like I say, Zelfa Barrett is a good fighter. He's good. He's smart. And me and my team back in Australia, we watching him, we looking him, we working for him. So every fighter I fight with them, they're different. So I'm working for him. Dempsey, he know me. All the fighters, they know me. In Australia, we're training together. They support me. It's going to be a good show on Sunday night.
Thank you, Bruno. Best of luck to you. Zelfa, this is it now. This is a big step up for you. Great fight against Kiko Martinez, then a run out of fight camp as well. But with Matchroom signing of Agawa, the IBF world champion, this is going to put you right on the doorsteps of a shot at a world title. Expecting a tough fight on Saturday in front of your home fans.
Yeah, of course. Bruno Tarimo, studied him, watched him. I know he's a solid fighter. He throws the kitchen sink, and he's got a bit of brains about him. But this is my world title fight. I'm not thinking about nothing else from this. He's my target, and I respect him for coming from where he's from and the struggles he's had. But this is boxing. It doesn't matter where you're from and what you've done. It's all about what happens in the ring, man. So yeah, I'm excited and I'm ready. I'm more than ready for this.
I know you've had your struggles as well. Been a tough year for you with your passing of your mother as well, and it's all led to this moment. It's going to be an emotional moment for you as well on Saturday night, but I know put a lot of that pain into this preparation and ready to make a big statement to the world in Manchester.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I'm doing this for my mum. She's been with me every day. So it's been a hard year, but tough times, tough people. This is boxing, and I can express how I feel in the ring. So come Saturday night, I'll be victorious.
Good luck to both of you. Tremendous fight, Zelfa Barrett against Bruno Tarimo on Saturday night, IBF World Title Eliminator, as is another tremendous fight, Jack Cullen against Kevin Saggio. I have to say to Jack Cullen and the team, Steve Wood, everybody, he got the dream shot at a European title fight against Emre Kuka. It was a fight that I was confident Jack Cullen would be victorious in. He took the fight, of course. As we know, the whole of Little Lever will be there on Saturday. Sold a huge amount of tickets, over 1,000 coming from that little village. And when Emre Kuka called us last week to say that he damaged his hand in sparring, we went down the EBU rankings and we found a very dangerous Frenchman by the name of Kevin Saggio, who has 16 wins with 14 knockouts. A much tougher fight than the original opponent. I phoned Steve Wood, who I can see over there, and Steve Wood said what I expected him to say, which is what I agreed with him with, which was, let's just take an easier fight and defend the IBF international title. They spoke to Jack Cullen, and he said, not on my Nelly, no chance. I want the European title, give me the Frenchman. Now you have in Manchester on Saturday night an absolute war between Jack Cullen and Saggio for the European title. So well done to Jack Cullen for doing the right thing, and serves me and Steve right for being far too conservative, but the fans will win, the arena will win on Saturday, DAZN will win with what will be a brilliant fight. Kevin, we'll start with you. You accepted the fight very quickly, you're training, we know you're always in great shape. This is a massive opportunity for you on Saturday.
Vous avez accepté le défi très rapidement pour samedi. On sait que vous vous entraînez constamment. Comme vous voyez, vous êtes en forme évidemment, mais comment vous voyez dérouler ce match samedi?
Tout d'abord, merci d'être ici. C'est vrai que j'ai accepté le défi très rapidement parce que lorsqu'on a une chance de se produire dans une grande soirée telle que Chisora Parker, c'est un événement, il ne faut pas rater. Donc moi, lorsqu'on m'a proposé ce combat, j'ai tout de suite accepté, sans même regarder le profil de l'adversaire, parce que je suis constamment entraîné avec mon staff. Et voilà. Et aujourd'hui, je suis venu ici en Angleterre, c'est pour boxer et c'est pour rentrer en France avec la ceinture.
Yeah, of course, I did accept the challenge very, very quickly, and thanks for the invitation. Obviously, I am in form. My camp has had me trained, ready for fighting. Obviously, when the opportunity arises to feature on the Chisora ticket, it's something you obviously can't miss. And without even watching Jack Cullen's performances, we were ready to sign up very quickly, and I'm hoping to return to France with the European title.
There's going to be a huge crowd on Saturday, amazing atmosphere. Jack Cullen has huge support as well. Is this the kind of nights that you want to be a part of? Jack Cullen always comes forward. We expect a war on Saturday night for the European title.
On attend la guerre évidemment. Jack Cullen, il vient toujours accompagné d'un grand public propre, local en plus. Est-ce que vous attendez cette grande guerre samedi, vous aussi?
La guerre pour moi, c'est pas le public. La guerre, ça se déroule sur le ring. S'il est prêt à faire la guerre, il est mal tombé. Parce que moi, la guerre, c'est mon domaine. Je sais ce que je suis venu faire ici et je sais ce que je dois faire. Et je sais qu'il y a mon public qui est derrière DAZN pour regarder ce combat. Toute la France me soutient et c'est dans le cœur. Et sur le ring, on va régler nos comptes. Bonne chance à lui.
Well, it's funny you should choose the word war. The war's not in the crowd, of course. The war is in the ring. And the war, that's where I position myself as a boxer. It's not just the crowd for Jack Cullen, of course. My crowd is watching me at home. They'll all be on DAZN watching. And I think it's going to be a superb encounter. And it's the war, it's all about heart. And I've brought my heart.
Thank you, Kevin. Jack, we know you always bring your heart, mate. I've never seen you in a bad fight. The European title is a dream. I mean, I remember when you suffered a defeat to Felix Cash, which was a brilliant, brilliant fight for the Commonwealth title. Who would have thought you'd go on, beat Adney Yildirim, be here now in front of a huge crowd in Manchester, ready to fight for the European title on Saturday?
Yeah, well, like I said, like you just said, I've sold over 1,000 tickets, and listen, I promised everyone I'm winning the European title, and you know, I promised my dad, listen, that's my early Christmas present, so I'm taking it with both hands, and I'm going for it. Listen, I know you said going on about defending the title at the last one, but I've got the European title in my head. I've had it in my head for a long while now, and I come on the 18th of December, victory, and it's a dream come true.
It's always been a big title, hasn't it? For all domestic fighters coming through, we know the route, British, Commonwealth, European, probably now Commonwealth, British, European, but European title always one that's been very, very prominent for British fighters, and of course one that gives you a tremendous ranking across every governing body.
Yeah, definitely. Listen, you win a European title and you're right up there in all rankings, so anything can happen after this. Listen, I'm just got to get past him on the 18th, and we're ready for next year.
I know we talk about every fight for you is a war, and it is. Do you have to be a bit smarter in this fight? We know Saggio's a big, big puncher as well. It's going to be, like I said, 11,000, 12,000 in the arena. Huge support for you as well. Important not to get carried away. Take your time in this fight, and you must get it right.
Just got to stick to my game plan. Stick to my game plan, and it should be a good night for me.
Good luck. Cracking fight, Cullen against Sajo for the European Super Middleweight Championship. We move on.